Hi, audience. Parul here with another episode with someone very special, dear to my heart, my friend Inga from all the way from Sweden. And today, Inga will be sharing her own experience using the presence method, which we'll be talking about. Inga, welcome on board and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So a little bit about Inger, and we're gonna hear more from herself. So Inger is a best-selling author, and you can see on her background all her three books: "The Power of You," "Tap into Your Power," and "The
Heart
Heart
set.
Heart Set." Yes, I always struggle to say the name on that one.
Yeah.
So Inger is a speaker, life and business coach, money management strategist. I mean, Inger worked 35 years in corporate world, in international corporation in different management position. And, she's very result oriented person. And she also the founder of In Life Amplification with a mission to help midlife women step into their power financially, personally, professionally, without compromising their femininity. So, what I'm not going to say more because we want to hear from Inger. Inger, welcome on board. And can you please tell us a bit about yourself and your journey?
Oh, thank you so much. You already said that I have 35 years plus 35 years from corporate. And what I haven't kind of shared with you before is that I'm a constant learner. I have a Master of Science in Computer Science and Technology. I have an Executive Master of Business Administration, Project Management Professional, Effective Directorship, Life Enhancement Processing. And I have a lot of different competence areas like marketing, leadership, handling change processes, chairman of the board, sales. Sales has been a big part of my life, and key account management, security. But why am I telling you all this? It's not to kind of boast that I'm doing a lot of education. I have a lot of experience. But after I retired at 65, I got bored because I knew I had so much more to do, to offer to people. And I missed learning new things because I'm a constant learner. And that, I think, is what everybody should focus on, being a constant learner. So a huge change in my life came in 2017. I actually attended a seminar that made everything go another way. I wasn't kind of going to stay, as my brother-in-law said, be retired, sit on the sofa and watch television, because that wasn't me. So what I did was actually I started a new journey, if you like. And I know, Parol, you have been on this journey as well. So you know what it is, but not everybody knows. So it's a lot of personal development that you start on. And one of the things that I really started on then was to kind of find a new purpose in life and also a new path. And during this kind of quantum leap program I attended, I was actually, what do you say in English? People approached me and said I was so inspirational and that I needed to step up. And as they said that a lot of times, I felt it myself as well. I needed to step up. So I actually founded a company in the US first to do property investment, but that wasn't so easy. So I actually closed that down last year. So my company now, as you said, IN Life Amplification, is focusing on helping midlife women step into their power. Now, power, right? You talk a lot about confidence. For me, it's you get confidence if you step into your power, right? And that they have to do without compromising their femininity. So it's in the areas of finance, personal and professional. So either way. And my motto is actually, it's never too late to start over. I did it at 65. What's your excuse? And that is something I think everyone should think about, right? So my passion is to help people.
Great.
And that's what
great.
I'm trying to do every time.
Well, thank you, Inger. First of all, thank you for sharing your journey. Couple of points really strike me. Yes, people like you, and your wisdom always amazed me. And you said there is no age limit to where you start. You started after retirement age.
Yeah.
And you see now what I'm seeing you, Inger, seeing you 2017 to 17 to now, you are thriving. And that's something everyone should take away, whether younger generation or people who are going through retirement age, thinking there's nothing in life. There is more in life. The other important point I really like that you talked about femininity without compromising your femininity, because we've seen the pressure of society make women think like a man.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in man's shoe to think that way. You can still be successful, still be powerful as a woman. You don't have to you just be yourself. So I really like that as well, how you teach people to be on themselves and on their power, and be in their femininity. That's really important.
Because I mean, why I do that is that I saw it so many times in corporate when females thought they should work up the ladder and they kind of dressed up like male. They adopted the way male were, but they never fit in, right? Because they are female.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the insecurity. I've seen it. Like, you don't have to look like a man. You don't have to think like a man. You can still be you and succeed over men or be successful. You don't have to be,
No, and actually what you're saying, Parole, is so important because it's the what do you say, when people are cooperating, like
yes,
male and female,
female, yeah.
that's when you are rockets.
Absolutely. And Inga, you talk about cooperation. You always talk about cooperation, not competition. And I don't like that, whether they are your competitor of business or life partner or a male or female, we should be working together. And that's the joy of journey. That's the joy of life, being together, working together. Whether you are male or female, we all human.
Yeah, and that is so important. Human beings across the world unite, I would say.
Exactly, exactly. Great. Okay, let's come back to the point, Inger. Obviously, throughout your learning journey, one of the things you've been focusing on is living in the present moment. And I know you've learned quite a lot of techniques and you teach other people how to live in presence and enjoy the life. So can you tell me, first of all, why you decided to focus on the presence? And then my next question will be your top tip. So if you could tell us why you chosen that method.
Well, can I ask you 2 questions?
Sure.
Have you ever found yourself preoccupied when someone is talking to you?
Yes.
Yes. Have you ever focused on what you are going to say instead of listening to what other people are saying you?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah, that's actually symptoms of you not being present. And you are on autopilot instead. And being on autopilot is not what we want, right?
Yes.
That's like being on an empty boat going like on the waves like this, and you can crash into anything, right?
Absolutely.
So that is the questions I want to ask. And then I can take some examples from my own life. When I was working at Reuters, the news agency, I was working in an open office, and I had to close my eyes, ears, I mean, sorry, not eyes. I had to close my ears because I couldn't have the noise all around when I was working. But I developed a bad habit. Coming home, I didn't listen to people. I still had my ears closed. So that is so important, right? And then another thing is that when I went to a boot camp in Morocco, we had a presence exercise there. I sat opposite a guy I didn't know at all. And I was like, okay, you should focus in silence. Just look into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there. And all of a sudden, I got a headache that was out of this world. So afterwards, I had to ask this guy, did you have a headache? No, he said, but my eyes were sore. They really hurt. So I kind of picked up on his pain instead. And that is what you can do when you are really present, right? You can actually realize what's happening around you that you normally don't do, right? So I also then looked into what is it being present. I know you have interviewed Seal Stanford before.
Yeah.
And I've actually gone through trainings with her in this area as well. So really being present is to be there and then with a person, right?
Yeah.
There and then. And it's like nothing else. Be there, see them, let the noise of your mind go, and put your attention to the person in front of you. And being there is also getting rid of everything else. So why is it important then? Well, to know what's really going on around you, you need to pick up the clues, like I did for this guy. I could see his pain in my head, right? And you can't be navigating your boat if you're not present, if you don't know where you are now. And also something that I love, you can actually see the beauty in the people you are with. So that's so important. And then I also focus on, well, what will be different how would your life be different if you are present? Well, people will respect you more because they see you are there with them. And as you say, both your Confidence Academy, you will get more confidence in yourself. Your confidence level will kind of improve a lot. And in sales, not to speak less of that, you will be getting better results. I mean, if you are really present there, then they see that you are listening to them. They see that you are picking up clues. You will catch and you will do a lot of more sales.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Inger, for giving us some analysis of being present. Also, in terms of the benefit of being present personally and professionally and for business wise, fantastic. And it's like great example, you practicing that for yourself.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So what I want to ask you now is if you could give us your top tips on, you talked about benefits, so top tips, how people can be focused and be present, themselves.
Yeah. I would love to start with be present with yourself in the morning. Using that gratitude process.
Yeah.
Because then you are focusing inside and you can't be somewhere else, right? And look into the mirror every morning for a minute for 5 days and see what's changing. And then center yourself between meetings. We have so many meetings online, right?
Yeah.
So make sure you breathe between the meetings and center yourself. And last but not least, it is in every meeting, really be there. Like we have Zoom meetings so often nowadays. How many times have we not seen people like, oh, I'm not doing this? And how present are they? Yeah. Right? So that is what I would love to say then.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, talking about presence, we all have past, all have negative experiences, but dwelling into negative experiences is not going to let us move forward.
No, exactly.
And thinking about just future is not there yet. But if we bring in the future into present and live in the present moment, then we can enjoy life and we
Yeah,
can fulfill our life. Whatever
yeah,
dream we have, just live in
yeah.
the presence.
Oh,
And
yes.
and you gave a couple of tips of how practically people can be in presence. You talk about
Mm,
being in front of the mirror, practicing gratitude, which is really, really good. I've been doing that for a long time, and
mhm.
we've seen the benefit of practicing gratitude and appreciating yourself and focusing yourself. Really, really important. So, thank you very much, Inger, for your top tips.
Maybe I should add,
Yeah,
a lot of people nowadays go also to what you say, meditation.
yeah.
And that is also focusing in being
Mm.
there and then.
Yeah. No, absolutely. There is a lot of different methods of being present. But if you even use a couple of them, uh, that's still great because it's the little habit. If you start with 2, 3 in a day and increase it by 5 by end of the week, and then still, there's a lot, and it doesn't have to be a lot of time. You can
No,
be present
exactly.
is a small amount of time.
Mm.
And being yourself and presence, I think, it gives you the grounding, isn't it? You feel grounded
Yeah,
and
yeah, you
relaxed, and
are
you
there.
can get on with your daily task, being present.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Like in my gratitude process in the morning, I
yeah.
always set a goal for the day,
Mm-hmm.
one goal.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you have several things you do, right?
yeah.
But by doing that, I focus, right?
Absolutely. Yes, setting your intention no matter what, you will have a good day. It's fantastic. Start your day
Yeah.
with. So whatever happens, you still on focus because you
Yeah,
set your
exactly.
intention. Yeah. So Inger, thank you for your top tips. Now I'm going to ask you my final question is about if you were to leave one thoughts with our audience, so they remember what we talked about, what would that be?
Well, I would have to say more than one.
Yeah, sure.
The first tip would be start observing in your family, with your business partner, etc. Are they present with you? Are you really present with them? And if you are online, are you really there? And then the importance of having routines. We've already talked about that. But start with something. And if you have accountability meetings, this is something that's really struck me. Start with 1 minute presence. Just being there, looking into the eye, just seeing the person in front of you. And go from where you are. Set your goals and take action.
Thank you, Inger. Okay, great. And thank you for your top tips. Inger, how people can connect with you?
Oh, they can connect me with through my QR code.
Yeah, but also you got a Facebook group called
Yeah, your
Your,
power, your matter.
yeah, and what's your Instagram?
Oh, I'm not using
Or
that as much.
LinkedIn? Is it LinkedIn?
LinkedIn,
Yeah,
yeah. LinkedIn you can use.
that's your name, Inger
That's
Nordin.
my name, yeah.
Okay. So anybody want to connect with Inger and learn more about presence, you can join her Facebook group, which is free, and she put lots of content. Is Your Power, You Matter, and her LinkedIn is Inger Nordin, her name. You can connect with her and learn more about being present. So audience, thank you very much for watching our episode today and of using presence methods, and there'll be more episodes coming out with lots of other people including Inger. So please do subscribe, like, and share, because when you subscribe you get alert of our next video. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank